Chris here today. We're here to talk about the new LX cab tractors from Kubota. Beside me we have the 2610 as well as the 3310. They've upgraded them this year. They've been available now for about 15-16 months. Hey! They've improved upon the B50 series tractor, which was a fantastic seller for us as well as Kubota. They meet a lot of needs for the average consumer, anybody who has just a few acres right up to 50 or 60. They're extremely versatile for the average person. Myself, I had the B3310 on 60 acres. I get a lot done with it. And speaking of the versatility, they have the mid PTO, which gives it the ability to have the front snowblower as well as the mid mower. So they have, for the front snowers, they have either a 51 or 63 inch available. And for the mid PTO, they have 60 or 72. The more popular unit is generally speaking is the 26 horsepower. It gives you all the same features as the 33, just not the horsepower. Most people get stuck on the horsepower. It doesn't matter the size of the tractor, whether it's the BX or up to like 100 horsepower. Don't focus on the horsepower whenever you're looking at buying a tractor. Focus on the size, because that's what it really comes down to meet most of your needs. So we'll talk a little bit more in depth about the 2610. It has the exact same engine as the B50 series. Nothing has changed up there. You'll notice up top is you have the LED lights come standard, as well as a more deluxe seat. They come with a button now in the dash that whenever you go to use a chipper now, you don't have to flip the seat forward. Before it was a little bit of a process. You had to put the unit in park, put the park brake on, put it in neutral, and then you could engage your PTO and then had to flip the seat forward. Now you just have to put it in park and press the button, and it will change. You'll be able to get out and use your chipper without having it shut off on you. It comes standard with your heat and air conditioning, 3-range hydrostatic transmission, 26 horsepower, your tilt steering, all these nice features, loader capability, loader compatible I should say, 4-wheel drive. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the 50 series, just with these few small upgrades that make it a little bit nicer package. Overall the price didn't really change. I think it went up $300 or $400 overall again. For the LX you have 6 choices of tires. You have the standard turf or the industrial, as well as oversized industrial, ag, or then they have two sizes of the new R14 Goodyears available as well, which again here we pretty much price the industrial and the turf pretty much the same price, and then your R14 Goodyears are about $800 to $1,200 more, depending if you go with the oversized or not. The downside of the oversized tires is you can't run a front snowblower with it, as it changes the angle too much. But again, it makes the tractor look that much better whenever you have it on, especially if you're going out in the bush. Something gives you a little bit more clearance and things like that. So for us, the most popular tire is the turf tire, especially packaged with a front snowblower. Works fantastic. It gives you more grip on the snow or ice, and then as well in the summer, you're going to be using it in and around your house. Most of your work you'll find is be about 500 feet from your front door, so you kind of want a tire that won't be tearing up the lawn in the summer. One of the benefits of the industrial tires, if you get into muddy conditions, whereas the turf tire will fill up, the industrial tire is going to kind of paddle its way through to get you a little bit more further into trouble. So one other thing we like to do here, right from the BX up to the 100 horsepower tractors, is load the tires. A couple of years ago, about 3 to 5 years ago, they came out with AgriLim. We pretty much use that exclusively on all our tractors. It's non-corrosive, so you don't have to worry about a tube breaking or if a tube does start leaking, rotting out your rim. Hey you! You're so distracting now, you're full of grease. Where were you?
Henry, where were you?
So now we're going to go a little bit more in depth on the 3310 and the engine that comes on it. It's a brand new engine. It's a common rail, which gives it the ability to heat up a little bit easier. As most of you are probably aware, the B3310 wasn't a very good tractor that was produced by Kubota. It had a lot of issues. The engine wasn't producing enough heat to go into a burn, and would leave people stranded whenever they're out doing things in the winter or even in the summer. It just wasn't a very good tractor. So they've kind of changed it all around with the new engine. Being common rail kind of takes away from that, makes it a lot easier to heat up, to go into the burns. So Kubota kind of learned its lesson from that, and they took this new tractor, they cold weather tested it at -40. They have a whole place up in Timmins that they do that at. So they took a couple of years, designed this engine, made sure that it was good to go, that it's not going to cause any issues. It's been fantastic so far. We're in our first winter with it. It hasn't been too cold yet. We've had a few days of -20. It fires up, goes through what it needs to do. The reviews we've had back from our customers have been glowing. So we'll have to wait and see, but it's one that we believe in. We believe in Kubota and the changes they've made. But again, that is the biggest change on the LX lineup, is the new engine. I'd recommend, if you want to find out more on the engine end of it and the new common rail engine that they produced for it, is just go to KubotaCanada.ca and they'll have all in depth on that. When we recommend the 33 horsepower over the 26 is if you have a larger property where you think you may require the extra horsepower to either throw the snow further, maybe you're cutting with a 72-inch deck, or more commercial application where you're doing multiple driveways with blowing snow, or have maybe a considerably long driveway to be blowing. That's our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it on the LX3310 and 2610. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments about future videos you'd like to see, please leave them down below. Thank you.